guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry it's been a little bit again since I filmed. I just thought today I would sit down and do like a chit chat, get ready with me video. I haven't done one in a very long time. I don't know how long it's been, but I'm just getting ready, doing a quick simple face. I have a chiropractor appointment to go to just before lunch, so that's what I'm getting ready for. Actually kind of also part of why I haven't done a video for a little bit, and if you've seen my last video, my hair refresh video, you'll be able to tell how long it's been, because that was like fresh hair and fresh colored, and it's all like faded and gone blonde and stuff again. So it's been a few weeks. That's how long it's been. In case any of you haven't seen on my Instagram or on my Snapchat or Insta stories, I have been diagnosed with a considerable scoliosis, levoscoliosis to be specific, which is a left curvature of the spine. I had no idea. Apparently mine is degenerative, could have been going on for who knows how long. I could have been born with it for all we know. I haven't had x-rays done prior. I've had no incidents or anything. So we don't have a pinpoint for when it started. But the last few months I've been uncomfortable in my like lower back, right hip area. I thought maybe it was just a bruise from like banging my hip on the counter, like on the island in the kitchen as you walk around the island. Who knows, these things, but it just never seemed to go away, and it would come and go, and then it would get worse, and then it just never went away. So I have been seeing my doctor for a little bit, and we've been trying to check things out. He's making sure it's not like muscular or anything, and it's not. He couldn't tell if I had a pinched nerve or not, so he finally sent me for x-rays of my pelvic area and lumbar lower back, and that is what revealed the levoscoliosis. So he suggested that I go to seek chiropractic care, and they can manipulate your spine and get it back to where it needs to be. I'd never been to chiropractor before, but my husband swears by it, and he has a really fantastic chiropractor. So that is what I did. That is what I've been doing for the last couple of weeks, twice a week. And it's finally starting to help. The first 2 weeks though were uncomfortable, to say the least. Having everything put back into positions that really it should be, or like start going back into positions that it should be in, but obviously my body is not used to that. My body is used to being a little skew-if, so now that it's trying to be put back slowly over time where it should be, my muscles and joints and everything were just like, whoa, like what are you doing? And I don't know how to live like this, right? This is not the position that I'm supposed to be in, because my body thinks it's supposed to be. Anyways, so it was a little bit difficult and uncomfortable. I had to take a break from fitness as well because I was just sore, and yeah, so that's where I've been. And filming, filming and editing, like sitting and doing anything at a desk for any length of time and just sitting was very uncomfortable. I would get pins and needles. I would get sore. I would get headaches. Like it wasn't conducive to my nail course, sitting and working on like little Hannah manicure, or mannequin manicures. It wasn't conducive to filming. It wasn't conducive to editing and sitting there doing anything. I could not stay comfortable in any one position for any length of time. But it's been a few weeks now, and I'm finally starting to see results and start to feel better, and it's starting to help, and I'm getting back into my fitness, and I feel better. So back into makeup we go again. Sorry for the long drawn out introduction, but I just kind of felt like I needed to explain where I've been and what I've been going through, and also just if any of you have something like that, scoliosis or some sort of thing like that. I mean, luckily I don't have to wear a brace or anything, but if any of you have something like that, like you can get through it. It's not, the end of whatever, and we can fight through it. And I'm here. I'm doing this, and I'm not letting it stop me. So yeah, if you're going through something like that, please feel free to share your story, your experience, you know, what helped you, whatever, in the comment section down below. I would love to talk with you about it and hear your side, because I don't actually know anybody else that has scoliosis. I've heard about it, you know, just whatever, but I don't know anybody that has scoliosis. So I'm on my own. Anyways, let's jump into this. So today I'm just gonna do a quick, I'm calling it my like go-to summer glow. Seriously, I have to stop with the air quotes. I notice doing my videos, I do a lot of air quotes. I'm sorry. So yeah, go to summer glow. I have been doing this almost daily lately, and it's just so quick and easy. And the reason I really like it is we've finally got like summer like weather and beautiful weather outside. And so I'm spending a lot of time outside on the deck, outside in the yard with the kids. The kids have rugby, so we're outside twice a week now with their games and practices and stuff. So I'm out in the sun. I'm doing my power walks as much as I can. So I'm outside in the elements and in the sun and whatnot. And I'm forever wearing sunglasses. I don't know about you, but those dents, divots, marks, whatever you get from your sunglasses in your makeup on the side of your nose, worst, right? And no matter what you do, no matter how you prime, prep, bake, whatever, it always happens. It's the worst. At least I think it's the worst. Anyways, I hate it. So this little trick I learned, and it's fantastic, and it's like minimal makeup, which is also really good during the warm months. I don't like a full coverage foundation. I don't like foundation really any given day, never mind when it's warm outside and you're in the sun or you're sweating or just it's hot. I just feel like my skin is suffocating and it can't breathe, and I feel like it's gonna melt off at any minute because they do have like a rather oily T-zone and just like it, ugh. So this is minimal product. There is no foundation whatsoever, but you get a really nice, beautiful, natural, dewy, glowy finish, which if you've seen my Instagram feed or you watch my videos, I'm kind of obsessed with like a glowing, oh, air quotes again, sorry. Okay, so as I was saying, sorry, my eyes are all red now. I just had like a total like sneeze attack. Allergy season. Yes, the struggle is real. But again, with that, you know, as soon as if you do suffer from allergies, as soon as you go to blow your nose, wipe your nose, whatever, like you've wiped off the makeup from all around here and it looks stupid. So between sunglass marks and Kleenex like a removal, it's the worst. And now I'm sniffling. I'm so sorry. So, long story short, if you suffer from and hate the sunglass marks during summer and wearing your sunglasses all the time, or allergy season and wiping away all your makeup once you have to like blow your nose when you get like an allergy attack or something, this is the look for you. There's like next to nothing on your nose, so you don't have to worry about that, and that's why it doesn't happen. So, here we go. We are going to start with, I've just got a washed, clean face as usual. I've got my moisturizer on. I do also have sunscreen on because it is warmer, and I like to use this Green Beaver Company sunscreen. It's all natural. This is a spray. It's SPF 27, but it's all natural. I have the kids version for the children from the same company. It's an SPF 40, I believe, and it's a cream, but it's fantastic. And like it moisturizes your skin and everything too, because it's like filled with like so many like amazing oils and natural products. It's hypoallergenic, biodegradable, fragrance-free, non-nano. It's got 24% zinc oxide, GMO-free, not tested on animals, all sorts of good stuff. It's also broad spectrum UVA and UVB, so it's fantastic. So I've just applied this to my face so that I've got my sunscreen on underneath of my makeup and all of that. I'm gonna go ahead and prime. I was using this e.l.f. poreless primer. It's empty now, so done and dusted. Pardon the sniffles, I'm sorry. So I am onto a new primer. I'm going to try, again, e.l.f. You can't beat the price. And it was fine. This, as a primer, it was fine, but as for like claiming to be poreless, it did absolutely nothing for my pores. I didn't notice anything, but it was still a decent primer, and like I said, for the price, you can't beat it. So I was in Walmart the other day getting groceries and a bunch of other stuff, and so I needed a new primer, and so I saw this one, the Radiant Glow. It's an illuminating face primer, and I'm all about that glow, so I thought I would try this one because, like, as for primer, I like the primer itself. Just the poreless didn't do anything for me, so I thought I would try one of their other primers. A little bit of a rant though. I don't know if you see this. They've got on it a sticker about their hydrating eye cream from their skincare line. I have tried the eye cream. It's fantastic. I've tried a couple of their skincare products. I love them, and again, can't beat the price. However, this is where my rant is. I'm in Canada. I'm in Alberta, Canada. Edmonton, Alberta, Canada specifically. And e.l.f. products, there's so little selection in our stores, and there's zero skincare to be had in any of our stores. If you want skincare, you have to order online. So what the heck are they doing putting stickers for their skincare on products that they're selling in stores that they don't sell the skincare in? That bugs me. I would normally order online, but my last order, I've only ordered once, and this is kind of the reason that I haven't ordered it again. It took like 3 to 4 weeks to come to me, which was kind of annoying for like a large company like this. I love the products, and the prices are great, and the quality is good, and the skincare was fantastic, but I don't really want to wait that long for products, especially skincare. Anyways, that's my rant. Don't put stickers on something that you're not going to sell. Okay? Just saying. So I am going to try this, and we will see how radiating it is. So here we go. Pump, 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 because it's new. Woo! That came out quite a bit. So that is what it looks like. It's got like some shimmer to it. Once it's like spread out, it's actually got quite a bit of shimmer to it. Cool. And I apologize if you hear a child muffling sound in the background. My youngest is home today because it is a Friday and he only has preschool Monday to Thursday. So he is literally just on the other side of my wall playing with his Lego. And we've got thin walls. So I've got that everywhere. I'm using it on my eyes too because, you know, I'm not using a whole lot of makeup today, so it's not a big deal. And it's just going to be like a light coverage sort of deal. So I'm just going to put a little bit more on my nose and under my eyes because that's where things tend to cake on me and break up the most. And crease. There is that. I'm going to grab a wipe, the e.l.f. cleansing face makeup remover wipe thing, whatever's. I also like to use them to wipe off my brushes, because I don't wash my brushes every day. I don't even wash them weekly. I should, but I don't. Especially when I'm using my CC cream or concealer or whatever, just to wipe the excess out of the brush so that it's not sitting in the brush. So I don't know. Yeah. So there it is. You can definitely see there is that that glow, highlight, shimmer kind of thing going on. So I like that. We're gonna play that up a bit. I need to take my Quo Damp Beauty Sponge and my iSociety Cream Face Highlight in High Glow. I'm just going to use the round end here and pounce it and twist it kind of. And just pounce that into the skin all over, literally. I'm not doing anything strategic placement wise. This is just going to give me a nice all over glow. And we are going to cover some of it up with concealer, but this will kind of shine through. Absolutely love this trick. And I love this product. It's so easy to work with. And here's the other trick. Don't put anything on the sides of your nose. I am not putting this on the side of my nose, just on the bridge and tip of my nose. And I'm not going to put it on my eyelids because that's just going to encourage creasing. And it's got nice, like a nice light vanilla scent to it. Just gonna push that up a little bit into the hairline. Okay, so I know this looks a little crazy right now, probably. I'm looking a bit like a rusted or copper version of the Tin Man from The Wizard of Oz. But that's okay, because it won't stay like this. So once you've got that done, I'm going to take my trusty Glamouflage concealer from Hard Candy. And just a little bit. I'm not going to overdo the concealer too much because, I mean, this is a very high coverage concealer in the first place. But I don't want to cover up too much of the highlight and stuff that I've got going on anyways. And then my Royal Anling Nickel crease brush. It's like a tribal thing going on here. Just spread that out. It will make the blending easier with my beauty sponge. And again, nothing is going on to the sides of my nose. And then back to my beauty sponge and just blend it in. Bring the excess up over your eyelid for some further like priming and coverage. Take a sip of coffee. Better. Okay, and that is blended in. So that has already taken down that bronzed color, as you can see, so that helps. And then we're gonna set it. This is just my e.l.f. HD loose powder in translucent. Pour some into the lid. It usually doesn't poof like that. And then again with my damp sponge, I'm just going to press that into the powder. I have a fuzz, which will end up in my eye, which I don't want. And then press that under the eyes to set. I'm not like true baking because I don't have that much powder. I'm just like really pressing it in to set it and keep it there. There won't be like a huge excess to brush away later. So it's like a half bake. I'm gonna do the same on the eyelids to keep anything from creasing and to give a nice canvas for what I am going to put on my eyelids, which is going to be, believe it or not, zero eyeshadow. A little bit down the center of my nose because that tends to get oily. and my chin, because I rub my chin a lot or rest my hand on my chin, you know. And then take a big fluffy powder brush, pick up the little bit that's left in the lid and just pounce it everywhere else, lightly dust and set. This you can put on the side of your nose, not going to hurt anything. So you can see the bronze color is taken down quite a bit by just that little bit that we did, and you've got a much smoother, more even base, but it's not full coverage. It's, I mean, let's be honest, this does not look like it's been airbrushed or anything like that, but it's a very natural look, but it's much more even than when I had nothing on, and whatever you do put on here is going to blend nicely and it should stay put. And you can't, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but like I'm sitting here and looking in the mirror and I have got a serious all over shimmer. It's fantastic. I feel like something possibly from Twilight, you know, the vampires when they're in the sun, instead of like turning to dust, they like sparkle like diamonds. That's kind of what I feel like, except it's not really sunny. It can't make up its mind what it's doing outside today. We got a couple of really, really, really gorgeous days, and now apparently that was it. Now we get rain. So I'm going to take a nice fluffy fan brush now and my butter bronzer. I'm just going to warm up some of the areas, slightly contour, but not really. Warm up some of the areas that we covered with powder and just give some more definition and warmth. Because again, there's no foundation or BB or CC cream or anything that we're doing. So this will also help to kind of smooth out and cover up any redness or unevenness in your skin that may still be showing through the minimal makeup that we put on. I do love this brush for actual contouring. It fits perfectly in the hollows of my cheek. I really like it for defining the sides of the nose too. It's not like a super defined contour on the nose, but it does make a difference, and it just fits so nicely to my nose anyways. There's that. And then I'm going to take my Royal and Langnickel Fluffy Crease Brush, and again with the bronzer. Like I said, we weren't doing any eyeshadow. And just in the crease area. And just buff that out. A little bit more, go underneath. And you can see that it just helps to open up the eyes. I mean, I need a new bronzer very, very, very soon at this rate. I've got a giant pan hole sitting there and doing this little trick pretty much every day now. Go through the bronzer, let me tell you. But it's just, it's so easy, so simple, minimal products, and it works real well for me anyways. I love it. So that is the bronzer. And then we will do some blush. Again, got iSociety. This is pre-party. I've used it in several videos. It's my favorite blush ever. A big fluffy powder brush. The only trick with this is you've really got to tap off the excess because it is super pigmented. And a little goes a very long way. And you do not want the clown cheeks. And before we put the blush away, I'm going back to my crease brush, see how pigmented that is. And I'm just gonna pop this into that outer V to give some dimension and just a little pop of pink and some color, and then just blend it out. So it just helps open up the eye a little bit again. It gives a nice cohesiveness to the look too, because then it just kind of goes really well with the blush that is on your cheeks. I love this trick. Especially when you love a color as much as I do with this pre-party blush. Like, it's totally my jam. Cover my entire face with this if I could without looking completely crazy. There! Now we can put the blush away. And now it's highlighter time! Because I don't have enough sheen and glow going on already. You know me? I need to be seen from space! I've got my Makeup Forever giant magnetic palette that houses all of my fabulous Clionadh Cosmetics highlighters. I've got Sucrose, Daybreak, Nightfall, and Tempest. I'm going to use Sucrose because I kind of want to play a little bit more on this whole like pinky thing we've got going on. And when I used the darker tones of the pink on my inner corner of my eye the last time, I got some really fantastic comments on Instagram and everything, and I really liked that pop of color. It's just a subtle color, but on the inner corner. So I'm just going to take a small flat shader, again, Royal Endling Nickel. Make sure there's no previous highlighter on it. And I'm going to go, just for the brow bone highlight, I'm actually just going to take this center part here, which still has a slight pink hue to it, but nothing major, and it's very subtle. There's that, and then I'm going to go up here, a little bit in here, and a little bit in here, and then dab in the center. And just pop that in there. I'm going to do it again because I feel like I need more. I don't know if you can see that pink color to it. And normally I would dust a little bit of the highlighter onto my lid as well, but because I put that blush on the outer corner instead, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go back into just the white part, hit that Cupid's bow there. I like a pretty strong Cupid's bow highlight. Let's be honest, I like a strong highlight in general. And then go for the fan brush and just across the whole thing. Pop that up here, the cheekbones, and around the temple. I'm just hitting the center of my face now. And just go until you're satisfied. I like it. Again, I like to be seen from space. Okay, and then just to open up the eyes a teensy bit more, I'm going to take my Wet n Wild eyeliner in, oh yeah, Simma Brown Now. I'm just gonna tightline just on the upper lashes. But I'm not gonna go all the way to the inner corner. I want to keep my eyes nice and open and I don't want to close them off at all. Plus I don't want it to transfer to the lower inner corner. Okay, and then brows. I'm going to start out with my Make Me Brow from Essence. This is 02 Brownie Brows. Just brush that into... With this look, I do more of a natural brow. I don't like super fill in my brows or anything. I just use this brow mascara and then a clear gel to keep them in place. This, oh, we have company. Hello. Yesy. He needed to blow his nose. He needed his nose wiped. He's suffering really bad from allergies right now too. And of course, as a child, you can't give them anything for allergies. Or at least not at his age anyways. He's still at that age where there's like very, very few medications he can take. But anyways, this brow gel, I really, really, really like it. It gives a little bit of color. It amps them up a little bit more, like gives them a little bit more volume. But nothing crazy, and it's not like super, super full on brows, which for a look like this, like I said, I like to try and keep it a little bit more natural. I don't want full on brows. And then this is just my Brow Gal Clear Brow Gel from my FabFitFun box. I love it. And I like to do my brows after I've done my brow highlight, because otherwise I find the highlight gets caught in the brow hairs and in the brow gel and all that fun and funky stuff. So I think that is pretty much it for the main face. Before I do mascara, I'm going to set with my Pixi Makeup Fixing Mist. I love, love, love this. I've been using it for a couple of weeks now. It's with rose water and green tea, hydrating, antioxidant, pore tightening. You can use it as a primer. You can use it to set. You can use it to refresh your makeup anytime. It's fantastic and it feels really nice on the skin. And it does really, I don't find, if I'm doing like bare minimum makeup, like even less than this, it works for me as a primer. But an actual like primer like this works better for me for my skin. That's just what I find. Or sometimes I do both. Like if I really need my makeup to stay put, I do this, I let it dry completely, and then I'll put a primer over top, and that like really kind of seals the deal as well. So shake it up and then but do your setting spray before you do your mascara, or it's going to transfer your mascara and it's going to be all sorts of not fun. And before it's completely dry, just, this is me anyways, I just like to go over the highlight spots with a little bit more just to give it that extra, as you can see. Again, glow from space. That is me. Okay, and then when that is all dry, we can go ahead and curl the lashes and do mascara. And for mascara, I've got my Butter London Iconoclast in Brilliant Black. Again, also from my FabFitFun box. And then last is lips. I'm going to stick with the kind of like pinky tone that we've got going on, and I love this NYX Liquid Suede in Tea and Cookies. It's fantastic. I love the color. It stays put all day. I really, really like how this color plays off of the pink of the sucrose highlight. And there we have it. Done and done. I think that's it. This is my pretty much go-to, and because there is really only just powder on the sides of my nose, I'm not going to get those dreaded sunglass marks, and there's not too much. I mean, okay, there's a little bit of bronzer, but that will be fine. And I find that butter bronzer really kind of stays put because it's not just a powder, it's not just a cream, it's kind of somewhere in between. It's like a hybrid, so it really stays put, I find, at least on me. So that is it. You can see I've got like the super glow going on. I like this, especially for something minimal like this. I'm gonna try it without doing the cream highlight everywhere as well and see how that goes, because this gave actually quite a bit of a shimmer itself just on its own, and then I kind of covered it up and made it more so with that. But I mean, again, no such thing as too much highlight, right? So there we go. There we have it. I will put a description of everything that I used underneath and links and all of that fun stuff. Thanks for hanging out with me and getting ready with me. I have like a half an hour to go until my appointment, so I'm gonna finish my coffee, have some more coffee, hang out with the kiddo for a little bit, and then off we go. So thanks again very much for watching. Let me know what you think. Feel free to ask any questions or pass along any other tips that you might have for a look like this, what you do to avoid the sunglass marks, because you know, no makeup just isn't an option all the time. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was really fun doing this chit chat get ready with me. Maybe I'll do a few more of these a little more often. Hopefully I can go back to filming more often again. I say that, I feel like I've said that like the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 videos, and then something happens and I can't film for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Like it's ridiculous. Or I have these things done and then they sit there because I can't edit, or I don't have time to edit, or whatever. It's a struggle. I'm a mom. I'm trying to do school and everything, and yeah, this is just a thing on the side, so I do it when I can. I appreciate every single last one of you that stick around and hang out with me and watch my videos. I know it's not regular, and I appreciate that you guys still enjoy them, even though they're very sporadic and you know, nothing super crazy. Maybe I'll do something like super fun and colorful one of these days. I mean, summer's coming up. I'm always inspired by summer and brighter colors, and I've been wearing brighter colors and stuff. So maybe I'll do something like just super crazy for the fun of it. we'll see. I'll put my thinking cap on. So have a good rest of the day, guys. Have a great weekend. It's Friday here, so I'm gonna, you know, take my weekend and run with it. And we will see you in the next one. Bye. Allergies too. Excuse me. I think we're good. Nope. Long story short, if you suffer from if you suffer, so long story short, if you suffer and hate, my head is, oh my God. Okay. So, long story short, if you suffer from and hate the sunglass marks, bronzed effect. Sorry, air quotes. Pixi makeup fisting? No.